Hello everybody, my name is Sabrina Adlina Bunyamin. I'm from Institut Teknologi Bandung, and this is my dissertation analysis of inventory management at PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri. Okay, for the starters, this is the background of my dissertation. So, PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri is a medical equipment distributor established in 1995 in Indonesia, uh, in a city called Bandung. In the past 20 years, the company has maintained good relationship with all healthcare providers because of its consistent service quality and customer satisfaction. Indonesia's healthcare sector is rapidly growing, with the medical device industry expanding at 12% annually. Effective inventory management is essential to meet this demand, particularly as healthcare spending rise, now nearing 2.9% of GDP in Indonesia, or you can say gross domestic product. This study examines inventory practices at PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri, a trusted medical equipment distributor in Bandung. The research focuses on the challenges in inventory management and exploring the effectiveness in the terms of cost from the method just-in-time and economic order quantity. And also, this research also will forecast the demand for PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri using the time series forecasting technique. The problem in PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri is they are, and the main problem in the company is they are experiencing under and overstock issues due to their lack of formal inventory control method, especially in overstock, and which will lead to the decrease of the increase of cost. Despite selling a wide range of medical products, including reagents and blood sample dilutions, overstock is still occurred in 2022. That is led to increased holding cost. The company has considered adopting just-in-time method, but is hesitant due to the risk involved. PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri also needs to find most accurate method to forecast their demand because they're still forecasting conventionally without any method. For the research question, the first one is the JIT inventory control method better than the EOK method in terms of cost efficiency? And the second one is what's the most accurate forecasting method for their demand? This is the methodology for the dissertation. The research design that was used to conduct this study is qualitative. The study is based on the interviewing the main director of the company and also the data about the company's sales and stocks. The objective of the interview is to get in detail the information about the company, the operation, and the problems it has with inventory management. According to the online single submission risk-based approach or perizinan berusaha berbasis risiko, PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri is registered as a small firm. This is why I only interviewed one person since most of the operation regarding the stock is still handled by the main director of the company himself. This interview and sales data will be the main source of information, hence primary data is to be used in the study. In addition to the primary data extracted from the interviews and the sales data from the main director, the researcher also used secondary data from numerous journals, books, and industry reports to validate the analysis of the report. Inventory management. Inventory based on FRAT on 2014, Inventory is the center of managing materials. This refers to a physical supply of goods kept in store to fulfill expected demand. Inventory management is needed because unavailable material can lead to delays in projects or services being delivered. Based on Hazer, Render and Manson in 2023, there are 4 types of stock, that is raw materials, work in process, maintenance, repairing or operating inventory, and the last one is finished goods inventory. Raw materials is goods that have been purchased but have yet been processed. Work in process or WIP inventory consists of raw materials or components that have been processed but have yet to be completed. The maintenance, repairing operation, or MROs are inventories designated to maintenance, repairing, or operating supplies essential for maintaining machinery and processes active. The last one, finished goods, are the final product that is ready for shipment. Inventory control method, which is EOQ, or economic order quantity, and just in time. Just in time or zero inventory, according to Fred 2014, is an idealized concept of materials management in which one is able to supply whatever material is required wherever required and whenever required just in time, with 100% supply assurance, but without keeping any inventory on hand. The just-in-time strategy is closely connected with the Kanban system, which correlates inventory and the demand of the production line with the customer's expectations. The economic order quantity, or EOQ, is used to calculate the optimum order quantity, which minimizes the total cost associated with ordering and holding inventory. EOQ seeks to that balancing act between the cost of ordering and the holding of inventories, making sure that the company orders into stock the right quantity to meet demand while keeping overall inventory-related costs low. Forecasting. Forecasting is the process of reducing uncertainty around future demand and profits by making accurate estimations about them. There are 3 types of forecasting models: qualitative, causal, and time series. Qualitative models rely on subjective factors for forecasting. Causal models are used when the variable to be forecast is influenced by or correlated with other variables included in the model. Time series models are quantitative methods that use historical data to predict future values of a variable. In this research, they use the time series model, and in the time series model, there are moving average method and exponential smoothing. This is the discussion section about the cost-efficient inventory control. This is the sales of a blood type reagent of PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri in the year 2023 in the months June, August, and November. In the total cost for June is 2,700,000, and in August is 4,300,000, and in the November is 2.5 million. With EOQ, the total for June it will be 3,400,000. In August, that will be 10,800,000, and in November it will be 4,500,000. And if we're using the just-in-time method, the total cost with just-in-time in June will be 1,800,000, and in August it will be 3,700,000, In November, it will be 3,400,000. We can see at the bottom of the table, there's the ratio supplies inventory cost in PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri. We can see the total cost with GIT will be a lot more cheaper than the others because in the GIT method there will be no holding cost because the product will be ordered when it is required. With GIT approach, overstock issues can be addressed. In conclusion, for the problem number 1, GIT is the most appropriate method for PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri because it is designed for a minimum inventory level with zero holding cost. If PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri adopts the GIT principle, it will reduce the holding cost to zero and it can enhance its total effectiveness and therefore enhance cost competitiveness in the fast-growing healthcare market in Indonesia. But GIT does require proper planning and implementation because with GIT there's also risk to there will be a potential risk of stock outs in the supply chain. This is for the forecasting section. This is the sales of the product hematology reagents in PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri in the year 2023. This is the forecast with using the method, moving average method. And with moving average method, with 2 months moving average method, the mean absolute deviation is 6.7, and the 3 months moving average method is 6.48. And the exponential smoothing with alpha 0.2, we can see the mean absolute deviation is 6.07. And with the exponential smoothing with alpha 0.6, the mean absolute deviation is 7.3. This is also the cells of dilution used in hematology analyzers in PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri. In the results, the 2 moving average is also the mean absolute deviation is 3.05. For the 3-month moving average, it's 3.3. For exponential smoothing with alpha 0.2, it is 2.49, and the exponential smoothing with alpha 0.6, the mean absolute deviation is 2.64. In conclusion, the reasons that GIT is the most appropriate for PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri because it is designed for a minimum inventory level with zero holding cost. And for the forecasting, exponential smoothing with alpha 0.2 is the most accurate technique to predict for PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri because the mean absolute deviation is 6.07 and 2.49. This is considerably far better than the moving average of 2 months with mean absolute deviation of 6.7 and 3.05 and the moving average of 3 months with mean absolute deviation of 6.48 and 3.30. Exponential smoothing is easy to apply and the minimum data required make this method simple. It is very suitable for the company. Using this methodology will help PT Laksana Abadi Mandiri to improve the forecasting demand and inventory planning while reducing costs and achieving high customer satisfaction. This is all from me. Thank you very much.